Hey, hello and welcome. My name is Miss Tina and you are watching Squaziland, the occasional dose of my reviews, previews, and reactions. And today I'm going to react to the latest chapter of One Piece, chapter 1134. Wow. It's probably the penultimate chapter of this year. Well, it depends on what you call this year, right? But I suspect that we might have something before New Year's, but I don't know, maybe this is the last chapter of this year, because what I have heard is that there isn't going to be any chapter next week, which obviously means that we might not have anything left from this year. However, we will have a top 10 as I promised, or a top something. Top 7 was it last year, I assume. So after Christmas I will reread all of the chapters of this year, and I'll select those who really deserve a bit more attention, or just the appreciation that they are the top 7 chapters, and maybe we do something nostalgic as well. We'll see about that. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for all the likes, views, comments. I really appreciate it. As you can see, I'm already in a Christmassy spirit. We may not see each other this year, we'll see about that, but that doesn't mean that we can't party, or can't have something Christmassy going on. I don't really have usually these Christmas decorations up. I mean, for videos, So this is sort of a Christmassy time, because I just had a Christmas party. I was on well, not exactly a party, but a Christmas celebration at workplace. So I'm back and I'm ready to react to the chapter. I haven't been home since, I was at work, so I couldn't really react to it, but now I'm here and I'm ready. So I think it's about time that we dive into it. There is a break next week, which is okay, which is fine by me. I don't know what this chapter holds or where we are going with this, but I'm excited. I can already see a plush drawing of Luffy, or he's sort of a plush, right? Ah, and plushies from everyone. Oh, that's so cute. And all the other characters as well. I don't really know too many characters from Weekly Jump, but they look nice. And that's fine. Okay, so, and we got a color spread too. Okay, and we finish it out with the Frankie Iron Giant, so to speak, and Frankie's up ahead. Wow. It's really interesting that Joy Boy used to have a friend like Emmett. Maybe Emmett, but wow. The similarities. I mean, Frankie is not a robot, or I don't know. It's just, wow. Super interesting, and everyone is on top of him, and everyone has their own weapons, water guns, I assume. So they are ready to fight the water gun fight, and everyone is looking lovely and nice. So pretty sniping. Sanji is chilling there. Zoro is ready to blast off. And yeah, that's actually a very lovely color spread. And Nami is holding on to Luffy because she thinks that he might fall off, but Luffy can handle himself. But nonetheless, they look cute. Okay, so Luffy's like, Old Man Soul, I heard you helped one of our fledglings back in the day. I really appreciate it. We are in your debt. Allow me to introduce myself. And there's a note that he's using Edo era Yakuza talk. The upward palm gesture is an anarchic greeting. Yeah, I was like, what? It was so weird, but I really liked the fact that Luffy is really taking this very, very seriously. It's like a kid who takes something seriously. Who the heck taught you that routine? Nobody. This is Luffy. And Robin is introducing. There, I know. The fella is world famous. Yeah, of course. But hey, looks like you found them after all, Robin. And of course he's hinting back to that fact. Yeah, just like he said, I actually found them. People willing to accept and protect someone like me. True friends. It's so bizarre to see Robin in a very happy moment. It's like, and everyone is really like, we'll die for you. And Luffy's like, haha, betcha. And only Jinbe, Zoro, and Luffy are not crying. The top three, the monster trio, the new monster trio. Okay. It's good to meet Robin's friends. Seriously, you have done great making it all the way to Abaf. And sorry for spooking you earlier. Me and my assistant Ange, I'm calling him Ange, and I don't know the Japanese pronunciation, but I know that it's pretty similar to the Hungarian, so I assume that it is something like that, Ange. Let's call him Ange. We are out here rehearsing that bit for a while. They were actually rehearsing that? Boy. I used to be a Marine, so I know how impressive it is to be recognized as an emperor. Thank you so much for protecting Robin. Please keep it up. Okay, and Luffy is, he's like, yep, I'm very proud of myself. She, no problem. And everyone else looks very proud and happy. How much, or when will it end? How much time will this last? And of course, Vegapunk comes here. Hey, so, it's me. Have we met before? Lilith is coming in, and how the heck are you flying? I'm Vegapunk. And he's like, what? You sure want it now? Yeah, sorry for the trouble. Allow me. And Vegapunk is actually giving something to him, and Gerd is like, I'm helping you. You asked me to bring it from Egghead. What's inside it though? Inside? Why, it's one of me. What? Another Vegapunk, and he's like, what? And everyone's like, what? Yeah, but this clone's different from our satellites. It's a perfect copy. I used it to visit this island 20 years ago. Stella couldn't exactly leave the lab for months at that time without those government dogs noticing. Now then, let's stop dilly-dallying and let's get to it. I have already added the cultivation fluid, but we won't be able to do a safe extraction till I make the necessary equipment. That's why I intend to build a new lab right here. Lilith, will that make it possible for you to have Papa too? And Lilith is like, that's the plan, Bonnie. Yahoo! And Soul is like, if you really are Vegapunk, then I'm thrilled to see you after 20 years. 20 long years. But I don't get it. Why are you a woman? That's a good question. Oh, that! There's a perfectly logical explanation. There is nothing logical, I assure you. Sir, are you done? Can we play now? My bad, kids. Come on out. Thanks for waiting. And giant kids are coming, probably. Okay, those stikes use the spring area as a playground. We had them hold off so they wouldn't spoil Mr. Soul's performance. You went that far? Okay, and that's Ange? Okay, let's say it's Ange. I apologize for the belated introduction. I'm Ange, the assistant teacher here. Oh, she's lovely actually. Library and Soul's assistant, Ange. I don't mean to brag, but this is Alba's #1 school and library. And let me give you a tour of the premises. Woo! Sounds fun. And they're like, not so fast. I can't wait to see how Alba phrases its mighty warriors. This is Warriors Folk School. Mr. Soul opened it 20 years ago at our late king's request. This is gonna be a blast. It's a training school for young warriors, right? And everyone is like, yoo-hoo! And we can see it's sort of a playground and kids are having fun. Gerd, Ange, you go in. Show them around the school. I'm gonna take Robin straight to the library. Are you coming, Chopper? I wanna check out the library too. I bet the books are massive. Schools always make me nostalgic, says Brooke. I'll tag along to keep you safe, Nami-san, says Sanji. Okay, so we are getting separated. I'm more interested in the giant tree, says Frankie, and yeah, it's huge, agrees Jinbe. Okay, so we have a few parties ahead. Let's catch those shorties and play prisoners. Man, this is really the country of giants, says Luffy. Should I cut them? Zoro is ready to cut kids. No, you idiot. These giants are just kids. Be the mature one. Says Usopp. Stop that. You know we are not allowed to harm cute humans. Okay, the girls are like that. Sorry, said the boys. They are so lame, says Luffy. And don't call them shorties either. Are these brats really Alba's future warriors? Zoro is really questioning everything. Hey, watch it. You can't just say words like brat anymore. Why not? This is surreal. We weren't even offended by the shorties comment. And aren't you guys meant to be wild fighters willing to pillage and burn the seas themselves? Okay, so you are being now fighters? No way, that's dangerous. Huh? But you bastards are the next generation of Alba's warriors. You can't say bastard either. Words are like that are old-fashioned. Come on. Hey, that was an adult just right now, says Zoro. Old-fashioned? What's that mean? What's that meant to mean? You should probably move. You're gonna get told off. Okay, and Luffy is already on another breast. You are standing on Miss Ripley. Whoa. Okay, Miss Ripley looks... War's folk school biology teacher, Ripley. Okay, we climb on a giant arbed. No worries, you are feather light. Anyway, I bet this is a culture shock for you, but all those legends of fearsome giant pirates are from 100 years ago, you know. Full mouths, aggression, plundering, a war. Those are relics of bygone era now. And Luffy's like, what? I'm not sure how to feel about that. I mean, I get it because giants need a place to live and they are... I get it, but then again, I don't get it. I get it that they try to be more civilized, but they need an army as well. I mean, they should be able to coexist, right? Or that should be the plan. Welcome to Alba, Straw Hats. I heard about you from Seoul. There you are, Luffy. Sorry about our loud-mouthed brats. Didn't you say words like that were behind the times? Yeah, miss, you are so naughty. Do as I say, not as I do. That's such a teacher line, right? Do as I say, not as I do. Seek to trade with other nations, not wage war. Our beloved late King Harold said those wise words. He often clashed with all the greybeards of the villages. King Harold? Usopp is very interested. A visionary of a king who wanted to revolutionize our country. He was slain by his actual flesh and blood. That crazy prince. The country still refuses to recognize his claim to the throne. That's why Alba doesn't currently have a sovereign. Oh, I see. Because they couldn't get... it's logical that Harshudin couldn't take the throne, but maybe he wanted to take the throne. He wanted to prove himself that he is better than, let's say, Loki. Because they are... I assume they are brothers, right? I think so, right? And that brings us to today's history lesson to a close. Everyone show these guys around school. Yes, ma'am. Okie dokie. Great character designs, by the way. Hey, Mr. Captain, you look different from that all-white look you had before. What's the deal? I was looking forward to seeing you like that. And Luffy's like, oh, that time, that's me at my freest. And there is a question mark there. You resemble the legendary warrior from the old fables of Elbaf. Oh, it made my heart skip a beat. I'm from the last generation of Elbaf warriors, after all. Oh, you have pretty much already heard, so it came up when we were trying to escape Egghead alive. That's how we ended up here. Okay, oh, and we can see the huge library. Let's see. So you know how I couldn't stop worrying about those books after seeing all the scholars dying to save them. That's why I went back to Ohara with Harshudin and the others. I was overcome with tears when I saw how many books or how many of them have survived. Each one a tiny spark of hope. You know, it's really like that when you are researcher, when you want to know something from the past. I mean, I'm sure everyone has heard of Alexandria and Alexandria's library, and it was the capital of culture, and it was the collection of everything. It just burned to the ground, and that knowledge. And people say that, well, people back in 2000 years ago, or even 3000 years, they weren't smart, etc. They were smart. We just don't have the written evidence. I mean, sidetracked a little bit, but you know what? You can say anything about the pyramids, but you can't say that the pyramids were built by stupid people. Or, pyramids needed structure, architecture. It's not something that just someone random would do, right? People would say that they weren't as intelligent as people today. Well, they haven't met stupid people. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. So, la 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 la. Now, Robin, be careful. Watch what happens to that book you are holding as we enter. And Robin doesn't understand what's going on, and the book is becoming bigger. And she's like, "What?" There, she. Feast your eyes. Isn't it amazing? All these books, giant size. It's marvelous, don't you think? Any book you bring in here gets gigantified. Welcome to the mysterious owl library. You know what gigantification? Where are you, Caesar Clown, when you are needed the most, right? All the books we rescued from O'Hara 22 years ago can be found here. We made sure not to miss any of them. Not a single one. They're like, whoa, and it is truly gorgeous. And the chapter is about to end. I really like the owl too, and everything. It's so grandiose. This is the world's greatest library, said Clover in the flashback. Do you like books? I never thought I would have the privilege of showing you this. And Robin is happy to cheers. Okay, we are going to the realm of that. I guess you have also got nothing but free time, huh? I'm sorry, am I disturbing you? No, I welcome a good disturbance. I have nothing to do but kill time, says Loki. So that moment of true fear you mentioned before, is that still what motivates you? Yes, even now when I think about it, I can't stop the trembling. Snow transporter snail, voice recognition, and cold resistant type. Ditto. It's so frustrating. We have been friends for a long time, but for one reason or another, we have never actually met face to face. So Loki has a friend, and they are talking. If I was there in your stead, I would have turned that place into ruin and slaughtered the lot of them. Okay? I don't want that. For a noble soul, you are too naive, Musa. And there's a clue, Musa. Musa might be some kind of noble duke or official with high respectable status, depending on the context. Okay. You have got to stamp them out without mercy. Only a fool gives their enemy a chance to get a payback. Thank you for your counsel. What? You use harsh words, but there is a streak of kindness beneath the surface. I've noticed that more and more recently. Really? Hey, you are giving me the creeps. Don't do that again or you will regret it. That kind of crap won't fly. Kindness? Never say that to me again. Please, can you not shout? Shut up, Musa. Just you wait till I'm no longer shackled. Western Village. Hey, wasn't the feast delayed? We are just drinking while we wait. You are having way too much. And thunder is striking or what? It looks like thunder is striking the... Okay. I see creepy people. What's that? The Devil's Circle? You know, where they summon Brooke. It's something similar, but I'm sure that it's similar, not exactly like that, or is it like that? But it's similar how the word numbers, the five elders traveled. It's a similar way, but it's a kind of traveling. And there is a shank slide, dude. And someone who is masked. I assume that there's someone we don't know yet, and the other one looks like Shang's, but maybe it's Shang's father, brother, or whatever, Not father, but it could be that. Now, this is getting more and more exciting. I really like the last panel. It's like creepy vibes. Okay, this means that we are going to have some time to actually think about this, since next week for Christmas we won't have any another chapter. But yeah, it was an okay chapter. I really like the cliffhanger and just seeing the world. I'm happy that we got to see Loki for a bit. Loki is happy that he has some company. I don't know what's happening right now. It's interesting, to say the least. What's going on Elbaf? I'm really curious now. I bet next year is going to be brilliant. I can't wait for that, really. So, I can't really make any predictions, because if I make them, they are usually very wrong. But the turn of events seems to be quite interesting, and what I'm hoping for is that great storyline and some great fights too. I really like the characters, the giants, and I really like that, it's like old, new tradition and newer things, and how they manage to, work them into their society, because it's not easy for giants who live for hundreds of years, right? So they can live up to 400 years or even a bit more if they are old enough, but still, they're like, well, we have these traditions, and the others like, you know what, we don't have to do that, or we don't have to fight. What One Piece is all about is that really making a peaceful world, but we still need fighters, and I think that's the key of the story arc, perhaps. But maybe that's just my thought, that you need that. Man, that Shag's character is really bothering me. It looks like Shanks. It could be his brother, because I don't think it's Shanks, but maybe it's the same person who went to the Five Elders? I have no idea. The other thing I have no idea about is that if the Five Elders have a connection to the giants, or can go to the giants, so many questions and so many theories will come. Thank you very much for watching me this year, and I hope that next time when we see each other, everything will be better with a new chapter. And don't forget the top 10 chapters too. I'm ready, and I'm going to do it hopefully soon. It will be fun again to reread the chapters of this year, and I'm sure it will be very difficult to actually choose the best chapter, because there have been really great chapters this year. So it's like, wow, indeed. Thank you very much for joining me this week too. If you liked the video, or if you want to comment, you can do that under below or somewhere near. I don't know where the button is, here, there and there. Anyways, if you celebrate Christmas, then have a Merry Christmas, or just have happy holidays, and see you around next time. Until then, bye bye.